The staple of Italian cuisine, pasta. Versatile and delicious. It's as easy to make and as easy to eat. It's definitely a crowd favorite. Let's take a look at how pasta came to be and how it made its way into happy bellies and kitchens everywhere in this installment of History Kitchen. In 1271, Marco Polo went to China and brought pasta making back to Italy. He distributed it to grocery stores everywhere and made it available online for delivery. End of story. Actually, not really. It was believed that Marco Polo brought pasta from Asia up until 2011. Researchers found evidence of pasta making in Sicily before Marco Polo in 1154. Pasta predates most modern cuisines, but in my opinion, the creation of pasta is a step humanity took towards a sophisticated culinary effort. Well, what does that mean? It means pasta is born. And although pasta was being made in Italy and other parts of the world, it was not all that popular in the United States, not until our third president, Thomas Jefferson. He raved about a dish that was prepared for him in France, macaroni and cheese. He popularized pasta in the United States. Keep in mind that at this time, the United States only consisted of 16 states and some territories, so when the president talked about something, it was big news. The popularity of the dish actually led to the creation of slang, similar to how people say cool. They said something was macaroni, and this is why the song goes, Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, put a feather in his cap and called him macaroni. Pasta is found all over the world. Here in London, you're able to find pasta in supermarkets, Italian delis, or artisanal shops. However, keep an eye out for gems. Inside Nags Head Market, you'll find Vegan Yes, where Chef Mauro will show us how he prepares fresh pasta. On the corner of Holloway Road and Seven Sisters Road, you'll find Nags Head Market. Here, Chef Mauro sits with me and walks me through the process of making fresh pasta daily.
In agosto 2016 abbiamo inventato Vegan Yes e abbiamo incominciato a preparare cibo vegano con nuove ricette, un mix fra la cucina italiana e la cucina coreana, da cui è nato la lasagna al kimchi, la healthy potatoes e altre ricette che potete scoprire in seguito. Sono italiano e in Italia si mangia pasta tutti i giorni e ho incominciato con la passione del cibo fin da quando ero piccolo. Ci siamo specializzati in pasta vegetariana e vegana perché non ci piace uccidere gli animali e ci piace mangiare sano e diffondere il cibo sano anche alle altre persone. La pasta la facciamo qua nel nostro laboratorio con una macchina italiana, tutte le mattine fresca.
Starting with the basics, white and semolina flour. He puts together a 50-50 mixture, pours it in his mixer and adds water slowly. He carefully scrapes the sides of the barrel to make sure every part gets used. It's still early in the morning, and Mauro invites me to a cup of coffee.
Tutte le mattine in Italia le famiglie bevono il caffè con questa macchinetta.
As the machine keeps turning, Mauro lets the bottom of the drum pour out and puts it back in as some of the flour didn't get any water. Now he attaches the die to the extruder. He makes the first cut as the pasta begins to squeeze out. Once the pasta is ready, he puts it on display at the front of his shop. He attaches another die. Can you guess what kind of pasta this makes? If you guess fusilli, then you are correct. Oh, so satisfying to watch.
This is a slice for pasta lasagna. This is the point when the pasta go out, we broken.
And just like that, the lasagna starts to squeeze out of his machine. Cut by cut, he lays it out on his tray. It sort of reminds me of an elephant's trunk. Time to get cooking. The pasta is placed into hot water for a few minutes. He takes it to the range and adds sauce and mushrooms. Garnished and ready to serve.
We can go to it.
So what kind of pasta is this?
Fusilli with tomato and basil, and spaghetti with porcini mushroom.
Nice. Cool. Dig in. We take our time to eat. Just a few bites. Yeah, so the pasta is fresh made every single morning, right?
Every day.
Every single day. When they're open, they make the pasta.
This is a perfect Italian style. You take just a little bit pasta and you
twist it.
Twist it, and when you have the roller completed, you put in the mouth.
It's a perfect way to eat the pasta. And this is a fusilli.
Fusilli now is different because it's not too long, it's small.
Yeah,
so you take 2 or 3 fusilli and you put it in the mouth.
Okay.
Only for spaghetti this is important. This twist.
Yeah. Chef Mauro tells me about his famous Florence pudding. You'll have to order it next time. Vegan, yes. It's a cool little stall at Nags head market. One wonders why there are ice skates hanging outside. Well,
this is my favorite sport, skate, and my favorite time is winter time when snow and all is white, and make very quiet.
Now that we've seen how pasta is made, let's take it back home. Now pasta is super easy to make at home. You will need the following. 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of semolina flour, a pinch of salt, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and some water. We're going to start with our dry ingredients. Make a little hole at the top. In goes our salt. I'm adding our eggs. You might want to make the hole a little bigger to avoid spillage. Adding in our olive oil. Then you mix everything together. This will be messy. You can also use a stand mixer, but be sure you place it on the lowest setting with a mixing hook because this dough is very thick. I'm using a knife to clean up my workspace and to get every bit into my dough. Now I'm going to knead it until it gets smooth. Use some flour if it sticks to your workspace. And wrap it up. Let it rest. Well, what does resting mean? Well, when you're kneading the dough, you're basically exercising it. And when you're allowing it to rest, the gluten in the dough relaxes and it becomes stronger. Now that the dough has rested for about an hour, we're going to form our pasta. Take a good chunk out of your dough. Use a rolling pin to stretch it out. Flip it with each roll. I learned this method from my mom when she makes tortillas. Once you've rolled it out, put it on a cutting board. I like to clean up the edges. You don't have to, but it keeps it consistent. Now carefully cut into strips. I like to use clothes hangers to dry my pasta. I have so many of them, and I might as well put them to good use, right? You can also store it in a ball.
And there you have it, fresh homemade pasta. And there are so many different variations, so try them all. Worried about calories? I once heard that you can have as much as you want as long as you make it yourself. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and until next time, this is Richie with History Kitchen.